you think of self-care and you think of spa treatments and long bubble baths and taking so much time. But if you're just starting onto your journey, then all of that time feels like a waste. Hello, my name is Briar. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how writers can practice self-care, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month and we really want to focus on how to maintain our mental health, especially in this wild and stressful world that we live in, where everything is out to get you, quite honestly. I've divided this into 4 general areas of our lives in which we can practice self-care in order to better our writing practice. The first is rest. It is the most basic form of self-care, stepping away from everything, from your responsibilities, and giving yourself time to rest. However, it's always easier to say than it is to do. Rest feels like a waste of time. It feels like you're being lazy. It feels like you're taking time away from things that need to be done. And honestly, a lot of people, if they try to take a rest, feel guilty about it. So take some time to give yourself a rest. And as soon as you feel those little demons of guilt creeping up into your head, try to ignore them. Try to push them away. Say, I'm not feeling guilty. I am taking time for myself so that I can do XYZ later. But if I don't do this now, I won't be able to do that later. Some ways we can actively rest is take a nap, go to bed early, do some meditation, take some time to color. And if you want to try to make your rest productive, because you're still breaking out of that productivity, capitalism poison in our brains, you can also take some time to daydream. Daydreaming is super useful to a writer because all of our things are created from our brain. And if we are daydreaming about not just your story ideas or your characters, that could be directed daydreaming, that could be a lot more useful to your writing, but not necessarily useful to your rest. So take some time to daydream about, look out your window, see what you see, make up stories about the people who live around you and imagine you're living a day in their lives. Daydream about what the clouds are doing when it's a sky blue, when it's a blue sky, no clouds kind of day. Where are the clouds off to on their holiday? Think about something completely nonsensical and set a timer for 5, 10, 15 minutes and just daydream about it. That will give you some time to rest, rejuvenate, and also explore your creativity. The second area for self-care for writers is reflection. Self-reflection is something that we all should be doing more, because I feel like, again, the hustle and grind and capitalistic culture that we live in really pushes us to just go, 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 forward, forward, forward. But if we're not taking time to think about what we've already done and the path we've already taken, then how do we know we're not just running in circles instead of making productive forward momentum in our lives? So reflecting on what you've done, how you're feeling, things you've accomplished, that can also be self-care in that you are getting out of your spirals of move, forward, 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 and thinking about, what have I already done? What have I already accomplished? A couple of ways that you can reflect are straight up journaling. What have I done today? What have I done this week? What have I accomplished? What do I like that happened this week? What do I hate that happened this week? These are all things that you can look at your past and process it so that you can move better forward into the future. You can also practice reflection in more tangential ways, like writing a letter to someone that you haven't had contact with in a while, or giving a compliment to someone on the streets, because if you're giving compliments to others, usually you're noticing in others what you want to be noticed in you. So give someone a thoughtful compliment and then think about, how would you compliment yourself? That's my favorite way of reflection, is I like to say something positive about someone and then a little while later take some time and think, how would I feel if someone said that to me? Or what compliment could I pay to myself? Because we want to spread positivity to the world, But again, we have to start with ourselves. So give a compliment to yourself in your day as well. And another thing that I like to do, especially as a former teacher, is I have my happy file. It's not a file anymore. You started as a file folder, and now it's a box in my closet that has notes that have been given to me by former students or former coworkers, or just things that people gave to me that showed me that they were thinking about me, that showed that they love me, that it's a box of things that make me happy to look at, because it reminds me of the good that I've done for others, how I've made other people happy and they've paid that back to me in different ways. And I love to look back into my little happy box of memories, because it reminds me that I'm doing good and I can continue to do good. And you can continue to do good as well. And maybe your happy file isn't things that have been given to you, but maybe it's quotes that make you feel good, or images from Google that make you think of places or people that you've either been or want to go. Just looking at the world with wondering eyes and thinking of possibilities and things like that that are going to make you feel more happy and fulfilled, rather than the doom spiral that is scrolling on social media. The third self-care area for writers is your movement. Because again, writing is a very sedentary activity. Even if you have a standing desk and a walking pad, it can be hard to get writing done when you're in motion. So movement becomes very important. I personally love to do yoga. It makes me feel stretched and ready to take on the world. And there's a lot of mental meditation that also happens within slow moving yoga. I'm not one of those hatha, quick, doing all the acrobatic, stretchy, look what I can do kind of yoga people. I like to do the slow, gentle yoga that gets me out of my head and into your body, because that's where we need to spend more time. We spend so much time in our heads and on social media, and we really need to spend more time in quiet and in our bodies. So doing yoga, taking a walk, even going outside and just breathing, doing meditation. These are all great things for your body, but doing it in a movement. Take a break, turn on some music, and have a dance party. Or even if, again, you can't get out of the productivity cycle, dance around while you're vacuuming your house. Do something that you know you need to do, but do it with more fun and more movement. So every time you have to tidy something from your office to your bedroom, dance your way across the hall. Do something fun, and that's going to be a lot of good for your body to be moving, and for your brain and your mind to be doing so with happiness and joy. And the fourth area of self-care for writers is caring for your environment. And by that, I mean things like your desk. My desk makes me happy. I have my magnet board, which is bright pink and floral, and there's nothing on it right now because I haven't put up my new week yet. It is Wednesday, and this video is supposed to go up on Monday, and I'm filming it on Wednesday. So, yeah. Get to that later, but making your environment something that you really enjoy. I went through a phase where I bought everything pink because I wanted everything to be pink, because pink brings me joy. Pink. I have my calendar up here where you can't see. I have family photos that bring me joy from moments and people that I love. I got a little fake plant because I kill real plants, but this little fake plant is also a charger, and it holds all my charging cords, and looking at it brings me joy. And I try to make time to clean off my desk so that I have a clear surface to start out in the morning, because it's like a clear desk is a clear head. So having all of this be clear and easily accessible with my writing tools, with my notebooks are over here, everything is very easily accessible, and that makes me a lot more calm in my head and in my body. So that is self-care, is taking care of your environment. So even if it is an idea of toxic productivity and capitalism that you have to be doing something, if the thing that you're doing is going to bring you greater stability in your life, that is self-care. Take care of your environment. Light a nice candle, make it smell good, Open a window, get some fresh air. Things like that are going to change your environment, and it's going to help you be more stable and calm. And if you're working in a place, like if I'm writing at my desk and I'm noticing that I'm spiraling and I'm not getting things done in my writing that I really want to get done, I will move and I will sit out in my dining room and I will work there instead. I will stand up at my standing desk and work there. Self-care can be as simple as tidying your desk, putting the clothes that are on the floor into the laundry bin, starting a load of laundry. All of these things that are going to make your environment better for you to work, to rest, to do what needs to be done. So those are my 4 areas of writerly self-care. Some of them are just, a lot of this is just generic things that I have heard but then taken into my life and actually found super useful. I want to encourage you to take 5 minutes to do something that's going to make your mental state better. That's going to be 5 minutes more to yourself than you've given yourself previously, and that is going to make you a happier human, and it's going to make you feel happier about what you are able to do and what you are not able to do. You don't need to be a productive drone in a machine. We are writers. We have to nurture our creativity and our ability to take care of ourselves before we can share whatever's in our head with others. So take care of yourself this month, even if that means that everything is a little bit delayed. It doesn't mean it's not coming. It just means that it's delayed, like my Monday video coming out on a Wednesday. If I get this edited maybe Thursday, maybe I just skip my Monday video this week. Maybe there'll be a surprise video later this week, and that'll be my self-care, is just skipping a day. It's fine. Take time to yourself. Don't stress about the capitalistic productivity machine, and give yourself a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes if you possibly can, to do something that's just for you. And try to do that every day. And if not every day, every other day. Build up to it. You'll get there. Thank you so much. This video is really just a compilation of my thoughts and ideas, and I hope that it is useful to someone to take some time and build some time for yourself into your day, because you deserve it. We as humans are not meant to run ourselves into the ground. We are meant to be creative, we are meant to rest, and we are meant to be taking care of ourselves before trying to kill ourselves to take care of others. I hope you're taking time for yourself today, and for the whole month of May for Mental Health Awareness, remember that your mental health comes first. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video, which maybe will be on Thursday, maybe on Monday, maybe there'll be a random video in between. But all I do know is I'm going to continue making these videos because it's good for my mental health to get my creativity out there like this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.